Two violent thugs in Georgia recently followed a man and woman out of a Kroger grocery store before trying to rob them at gunpoint. Now, the story has gone viral after the fed-up victim got brutal revenge. Screenshot from live video footage at the scene of the crime. Background: Andrew Banks. Inset. Photo credits. YouTube. WXIF. DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. A shocking story has emerged out of DeKalb County, Georgia. Two suspects followed a couple out of a Kroger grocery store in broad daylight before trying to rob them. Police said they weren't sure if the criminals intended to carjack the victims during the robbery, but what is for certain is that they picked the wrong couple to target. According to local news source WXIF, the attempted robbery took place on Friday, June 15, 2018, just after 4 p.m. in the parking lot of the Kroger off Wesley Chapel and South Hairston Roads. Police said two men followed a couple out of the store before all hell broke loose in the parking lot when the male victim pulled his firearm and battled it out with the suspects to protect his life and the life of the woman who was with him. During the exchange, police said that the male victim, who has not been identified, shot the two suspects in a hail of gunfire that left cars riddled with bullet holes. DeKalb police spokeswoman Shiera Campbell said that the couple was inside the store when the suspects began following them, and once they went outside there was a large amount of gunfire. Police do not believe that the victims knew the suspects in any way prior to the incident. Whether it was a robbery or a carjacking, we don't know right now. It's still too early on in the investigation to say, Campbell told WXIA. Campbell also told reporters that investigators believe the victim's vehicle was hit by gunfire. This is a very busy and crowded plaza. Campbell said, people are very lucky no one else was hit. Initially, reports showed there were 3 suspects who were shot, but according to WSB-TV, the third person who suffered a gunshot wound was an innocent bystander who was later treated at a nearby hospital. One woman who was caught in the middle of the gunfight was Angela Key. She told Fox 5 Atlanta how terrifying the ordeal was. It was like the Wild Wild West. I was terrified, said Key, who was sitting in her car as it was struck by several bullets. Key said that one of the suspects even used her car as a shield and she ducked for cover before driving away. I'm just glad I'm safe, she added. Following the shootout, police said that one of the suspects entered the grocery store asking for someone to dial 911. There was a trail of blood. He dragged himself into Kroger. It was awful, awful. One customer said, in my opinion, it's funny how thugs want to act tough until someone pulls their card and the crap hits the fan. Police identified 2 of the suspects as 23-year-old Andrew Banks and 18-year-old Austin Harris. Police said that the 2 suspects were transported to a nearby hospital where they were listed in stable condition. Banks was taken into custody and Harris reportedly remains at large. Once again, the Second Amendment pulls its own weight. 2 innocent people in DeKalb County, Georgia were able to return safely to their families after being attacked by 2 violent thugs who are not afraid to take their lives. If it hadn't been for the male victim being armed, his family could be planning funerals this week. In my opinion, the 2 thugs got exactly what they deserved. Facebook has greatly reduced the distribution of our stories in our readers' news feeds and is instead promoting mainstream media sources. When you share on social media, however, you greatly help distribute our content. Please take a moment and consider sharing this article with your friends and family. Thank you.